So guys, this is when you guys take over the show. Yeah. You send us your questions on Facebook, or you can right now. Actually, if you're watching this on Instagram, which not many people are, you can send us questions. We'll answer them right now. This is viewer questions, comments. What should we call this segment? Viewer takeover.
Yeah, viewer takeover.
Yeah. This is viewer takeover. It's gonna be bam. Oh no! I gotta come up with new graphics for the intro.
You do.
Oh wow!
Shaky explosion.
I had till Wednesday night to do that. All right, so let's just get right on the ball here. I'm Brian. That's Jeremy. This is Michelle. You've been watching us far too long.
I have questions.
Let's jump right into it.
Yeah.
All right. Tasha from Georgia.
Hey, Tasha.
What up, Tosh? I don't think she likes to be called Tosh.
Tasha point.
Right.
What did Tasha have to say to the game's cast?
To the game's cast.
Tasha,
So this is a
cat.
Meow.
All right, we hang out too often.
Kitten Academy.
Kitten Academy.
Yeah.
Kitty Academy. All right. So this is a random question for you guys. But how do you all know each other?
Oh God.
Oh jeez.
How do we all know each other?
Well, I guess if we backtrack far enough, Jeremy and I have kind of seen each other in passing for the better part of a decade now.
Yeah, at least it might be 11 years now.
Yeah.
Actually.
As soon as when I moved, I lived in Tennessee for a while.
Well,
yeah, I lived in Tennessee for a while, and then when I moved home, I started going to Gone For It.
It is. Trust me.
Damn it.
And if it fell on the floor, you don't want it back. I promise you that.
Okay.
So you were working at GameStop.
Yeah.
And I don't know, who knows what I was doing, but I'd go to GameStop because this was pre-Amazon days, like before that was like a very common thing.
When you have to actually leave the house.
Right.
And it was when I was at the Greendale Mall one, so that was like, what was that, 05? Maybe 06, somewhere in that ballpark.
Yeah, I think 06 is when I probably moved home.
Yeah.
So I would go to GameStop on a regular basis.
Yeah.
Because you just couldn't. If you were looking for a game, like you could get it on eBay or something, but like sometimes you'd have to scour different GameStops to like find it. Be like, I remember Valkyria Chronicles on PlayStation 3.
Oh yeah.
I was like, how come I can't find this game anywhere? And for a brief moment, it was like rare. And so I went to like all these different GameStops over the course of a week, and I remember doing that one week and seeing you multiple occasions at different GameStops, and be like, no, this guy knows like just what a big geek I am because he actually recognized me. I saw you yesterday at a different GameStop. I'm like, oh god, I have to be friends with him.
The secret's out.
Yeah.
I remember recommending PlayStation Portable games to you. I remember being like, oh, you gotta try Goemon. This is... And I'm like, was that what I don't know.
I forget. But yeah, I remember you coming in and us having conversations on different games, and you just... we had also common interests outside of games, like music, and things like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So then you'd randomly pop in once in a great while. I'd see, like, hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
And then, and I remember it was... years later, I think when I had ended up going to the bigger store, the Millbury one, you had talked about
starting a podcast.
Right.
And you're like, I want in on that.
And it was like, yeah, that sounds like a neat idea. And that was like in 2010? I mean, it was a long time ago.
Yeah. Yeah, and I like never really got my act together. And then once I did, like I reached out to a bunch of people and I was like, I'm trying to start this podcast, I'm trying to do this or that, and it just never like kind of came together, and like everyone's schedule was so hectic that like I finally I put out a Craigslist ad trying to find local people who were interested.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and that's where I found Mike Zeller, who was the original co-host on Gaming Without Parole. Mm-hmm. So I started the channel up, basically by myself, and then like he joined, and then. It was even like what the 20th of this month, January 20th, is going to be Without Parole Games 2-year anniversary.
Oh wow!
Happy anniversary!
So
can you do confetti? Woo!
No confetti. Come on, Michelle.
Cannot do that.
No.
Shut down. Jeez.
And so I'm a waiter. You're a waitress.
Yeah.
And and Jeremy started appearing at the restaurant we work at.
The fuck are the odds of that? Because I didn't see you at GameStop really anymore.
It had been a while because I was using Amazon.
Then I started at a restaurant, and it was a great restaurant, and there you were.
And that's when we finally exchanged numbers, and I was like, listen, I've got an idea. Like, I want to make this happen.
Let's do this.
And so, I mean, long story sort of shorter.
Fate.
Yeah. Speaking of that particular restaurant as well, I've known you for a little over a year and a half now.
Yep, absolutely.
So
when we started the Gamescast, it was me, Jeremy, and Brett. Of course, Brett, somebody who we carried over from Gaming Without Parole.
Right.
And you knew how important the podcast was to me.
Yes.
And so we worked together. We'd
so.
become like very close friends. And I remember one day Brett couldn't make it. And I was like struggling. I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do.
You were stressing out.
Totally stressing out. And you were, I think, sick.
I was very sick at the time. Yes.
And you were like, well, what are you going to do? And I was like, I'm just going to cancel the podcast tonight. Yeah. And you were like, don't cancel it. I'm coming over.
Yep.
I'll fill in. And I was like, but you're sick.
And you're like, I don't care.
But I'm going to do it. And then when the three of us got together, there was definitely some magic.
Oh, yeah. What is this? Yep.
It was awesome.
And I think I end up filling in one more time again.
Yeah.
With four of us at that point.
Yep.
All of us came in.
Was it?
Yeah, Brett was here too. I was on one show with Brett, I think, and filled in, and then I was like, all right, this kind of works. And then Brett was like, I need to leave soon, and
I need to do my own thing.
Yeah. And you were like, hey, I need somebody else. So
it kind of worked out because I feel like you guys especially. Like, I mean, like, I do my thing here and I try to host the show, but you guys, I feel like...
I'm all the goofballs.
But, but your goofballs on the same level, right?
Yes.
Like, you guys...
It's true.
Yes.
It's verifiable. Oh, God.
you guys have, like, a magic when as far as this podcast is concerned that, like, I don't think I am ever going to have. Like, I'm super, super duper happy that you both...
We can have that magic too.
Oh, thank you. Oh, so nice.
So there's that. So that's how we all met.
Sweet.
History.
Yeah. There you go, Tasha.
Honestly, like, Tasha, just to even break the fourth wall even further, like, Michelle and I see each other all the time because
every day
we work together.
Yeah.
And we're super duper close. We're like as close as friends can be.
BFFs.
But if we didn't work together, like, we wouldn't see each other as much, just because, like, I am always busy, always doing something for this channel. Jeremy, unfortunately, I don't get to see Jeremy at all, and so I feel super duper fortunate that we have this time allotted to us every week where we get to hang out.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, like, we'd be constantly texting and be like, oh, we should hang out, and then, like, once every 6 months it would probably happen for an hour.
Yep. My life is very
kids get in the way, work gets in the way, whatever.
Kids, girlfriend. I'm half the time out in Boston, living out there. So, and I don't,
commuting back and forth.
So my life is, believe it or not, my life is my kids, my girlfriend, and you guys every week. That's what I do. And I look forward to
I'm happy to be a part of that.
Yeah.
And the Game Cats are part of it as well.
All of them.
Yeah.
Everybody
Thanks,
who's
guys.
watching, like I just told you guys how important these guys are to me. But we have 1,410 subscribers right now.
Yeah.
Not that we're counting.
I'm absolutely counting because now, like, I think now more than ever, now that, like, this, I'm taking the channel more seriously. Like, I've always said how important all of our viewers are to me. Yeah. But the more we get, it feels like the more important they are to me.
Yeah.
Which is really strange.
Yeah.
I just feel like we're, doing our absolute best to put out a quality show for you guys to watch.
Right.
And the fact that people are actually watching makes all of that much more important.
Oh, it's so much more meaningful. Yeah. It's great.
Yeah. People join us and look forward to it, like hanging out with us.
The comments are even better though. It's it's like not only are they watching, but they're participating. Do
you know how many times a day after the podcast goes up, I just go on the page and down to the comments and read the comments.
And
just
I get instantly
so
scroll down
when I see comments, whatever it is, because people are
There's
watching.
14 comments. What?
Yeah, absolutely. So
and where the channel is going, and hopefully can go. Yeah.
Yeah. So, if you want to be part of this conversation, just like leave a comment on this video. We're actually live streaming on Instagram right now. So if you happen to be catching this on YouTube, this Instagram thing, I don't know, maybe we'll keep doing this. Like,
why not?
I think it's fun.
And Twitch.
Why not?
Twitch next.
Right? We're taking it step by step.
One step at a time.
The reason we're doing Instagram is because, we gave Michelle control of the Instagram account, just a week or two ago.
Yeah.
And so we were told by Des how easy it was to live stream on Instagram.
I had no idea. Thank you, Des. Yeah.
Right, thank you, for sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's something I wanted to know just in general anyway, so pretty cool.
So with the push of a button, We're live streaming.
Here you go, guys.
That's why we're doing it on Instagram, because it's that easy.
The future's here. Isn't
The
that
future
fucking crazy?
The future is now.
Back when we were kids, if you wanted to be on TV, it was a camcorder, VHS. You sent that off to
The
somewhere.
camcorders.
America's
CBS.
Funniest Home Videos.
Yeah, that was it. You might see somebody
good
run into
show.
a wall somewhere. I remember the first
well.
episode of that. It cracked me up. It was a special. Anyways.
I remember watching the first episode with my parents, yeah.
Oh, how many people got hit in the balls with something? And it was like...
Everyone's always getting hit or falling down or something happening.
It's hilarious.
And they never stopped using those types of videos. Like,
No.
those
No.
in every single episode.
People getting hurt seems to be the funniest.
I know.
Which is...
12 years later, it was so fake and bullshit.
Oh, yeah.
You
It was
know?
all staged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lame.
But anyways, Tasha, that's a little bit about us.
Yeah, a lot of it.
A lot of it. Up next, Gary from Texas.
Gary.
What's up,
Hey.
Gary?
Gary, thanks for writing in.
Thank you.
If you want to write in, make sure you go to facebook.com/withoutparolegames or leave a comment down
Or
below.
comment right now. We are watching.
Comment on Instagram.
Right?
Absolutely, yeah.
So, hey guys, I know you're all excited for Resident Evil 7. Are there any other games coming out soon that you're also excited for?
Yes. You can take Michelle?
Sonic, for me personally.
Sonic Mania.
Yeah, wicked excited about that. And honestly, Mario Odyssey.
Mario
I mean,
Odyssey.
I don't have the Nintendo Switch, but
You don't really, but...
it might be
Kinda.
at my fingertips, maybe, you know.
Yeah.
So I think it'll be interesting to try out, something new for sure. So I don't know what new VR games are coming out. I would like to play more VR. It's been a while.
Yeah.
It has been a long time for me.
So,
Me as well, yeah.
supposedly,
Yeah.
there's a lot of VR games coming out. Supposedly. I don't have any real proof of that.
Yeah.
Right.
So we'll just have to play it by ear. On the same day that Resident Evil 7 comes out, Dirt Rally, which is a PlayStation 4 and Xbox One game already, it's been out for a while.
Good game.
It's getting VR support.
Oh, I traded it in
See?
for Horizon. Forza Horizon 3.
Oh no.
No VR support.
No, no VR support, but better game. Overall, I thought it was great. Really fun game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But with Drive Club and Trackmania really being the only driving games on PlayStation VR, I of course bought Dirt Rally, which as soon as VR support got announced, it suddenly got real hard to find Dirt Rally.
Damn it.
Like-
That's probably rude.
Yeah, so basically I had to pay a full $60 for the old Dirt Rally, so that when PlayStation VR support comes, I'll have it already.
Nice.
Right.
Yeah, I do think it's a free thing if you already own the game.
Yeah.
Oh, it'd be cool if they did Mario Kart VR.
That would be.
That
and
would be
yeah.
awesome,
My
right?
kids just... So remember I told you I wasn't going to let them know I had the VR because I want to use it?
Yeah.
Well, they went into the closet to get the Wii U... I mean, the Wii controller so we could start doing multiplayer Mario Kart. And they're like, Dad, what's that? So I probably explained this horribly because I'm like, it's a helmet you put on that puts you in the game. And they're like, what do you mean? I'm like, well, picture Mario Kart, except you're in the cart and everywhere you look is Mario.
It's
and it's
so
amazing.
You
They're
made
like,
it
can
s-
we try it?
Yeah.
No.
You made it sound epic.
I know. They're like, why?
So wait, why? Yeah, why?
You should have been like, it's a helmet that you put on that gives you a headache.
I know, really.
Oh
I
yeah, it
told them,
makes you dizzy.
I said
You're
it's
gonna
just
get nauseous.
not for kids under 12, and they're like, why? And I said, well, even for me as an adult, my brain is formed. Yours is still forming in your eyes. It's not good. It can make you dizzy. I'm like, even as an adult, it makes you nauseous and dizzy. I tried downplaying it like that shit.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, but yeah. It's so anyways, they let it be, and that was it.
For now.
Yeah.
That'll be brought up again.
And you know what I did say? I'm like, think about when you're 12, what this is going to be like. I'm like, it's going to be amazing, the technology. So they dropped
wow.
it. They don't
Yeah.
really give a shit about games, though. I really don't. I don't play in front of them, really. They don't really know about it besides Mario, in a sense. That's about it.
Does it weird you out that Jeremy's a dad?
I'm very different as a dad, so it's funny. These people should know.
It's funny. It slips my mind more often than not,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
Then
you
you,
know
then
you
you
bring up
mention
the
your
kid.
kids, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
And you're like, oh
so
yeah,
weird.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
There's a Jeremy here.
Yeah.
And
That
then
is-
there's
Like, a little exaggerated version of me. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? An entertaining version,
little
and to
bit.
say. And then there's a business side of me, work-wise, and then there's a dad side of me. I'm very different. I'm a good dad.
How do
I'm
you
very
hold back your Tourette's around the kids? How's that
Oh,
go?
yeah, I don't swear. Or nothing. Their mom, because I'm divorced. If once in a while she'll say, damn or something from, I'm like, you just don't. And she's like, I know. I'm different as a dad. very protective of my kids too. You know, I'm a different guy in front of my kids.
So I haven't met
You're also
kids.
very smiley when you talk about them, so that's good.
I put it right too. Oh, I love my kids. I can't picture life without them.
Yeah.
You know? Oh yeah. Oh, and games I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
So, Horizon. I'm definitely looking at Horizon.
Oh yeah, Horizon Zero Dawn.
And Zelda. Yep. I'm actually, now that it's a launch title, I'm very excited for Zelda.
Yep.
Yeah. Very excited for that.
Yeah, Zelda. I've been saying that. Michelle and I were talking about this. I looked back at all the Zelda games that have ever come out.
Yeah.
And I've only beaten one.
Oh really?
Yeah. Oh right, you said that. You mentioned that.
Oh, the very first.
The very first one, and I know that like Ocarina of Time is like highly regarded.
Yeah.
I've spent maybe an hour or two with that.
Oh really?
Yep. This is the Brian Paul confessional right here. I'm very sorry to all Zelda fans. Wind Waker, I love. Spent a few hours with.
Great game, yeah.
Never finished.
2 hours. That's it.
Yeah.
Never even finished the first dungeon.
Wow.
Yep. And so
what's the reasoning that you haven't completed any of them or most of them?
A lot of the times I'm late to the party, where it's like no one's even talking about these games anymore. So I'm like, I don't have. If it's not a new game, then I don't feel like spending time with it.
Yeah.
You know, and if it's an old game, I say, well, I'll get back to this eventually, and I never do.
Well, yeah, because
you just spend
Well, you got your generator, so when the apocalypse happens, you can fire it up and start cranking away.
Yeah, no generator.
Yeah,
well, you gotta
I was like, he doesn't have a generator.
I'll have my Nintendo Switch all charged up, so for the first 2 hours,
between 2 to 6
hours of the apocalypse, I'll be good.
You'll be all set.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah.
I never finished Skyward Sword or the what were the two? Twilight Princess and Skyward Sword. Those are the two Zeldas I never finished. Minish Cap was great on the Game Boy Advance. Mm-hmm. The one on the 3DS was awesome. The other Link to the Past one.
Yeah, A Link Between Worlds.
Yeah.
So are you going to try to finish this one then?
So yeah, that is my goal.
Like,
this is the only one to play. I mean, there's no launch titles with that. You know?
Yeah, because really, if I said, oh, I'm gonna go back and replay all the old Zelda games, it's never gonna happen.
There's no need.
I'm gonna get stuck at the second one on the NES.
No, and there's
like,
so many new things coming out anyways. Yeah. It's like
So yeah, I'm definitely I've made a promise to myself that Breath of the Wild will be the first Zelda game since the original Zelda game that I'm gonna play through from beginning to end.
Nice.
I have no idea how long this game is. I have no idea we haven't seen enough of it to know like really how it works.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna do it.
Nice.
Yep.
Very cool.
Yep.
Sweet. Thank you, Gary.
Thank you.
Thanks, Gary.
Yeah. We have one more from Mario 368.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a me, Mario 368.
It's a me, Mario. Okay.
All right.
Oh, that's his name.
Yes.
Now I get it. From Italy, next to Alexis.
From Italy.
What does Mario 368
He
have to
says,
say?
love your show. On a personal note, do any of you have any hidden talents besides gaming? Thanks.
No, don't make any noises.
Hidden talents.
Hidden? I don't know. I play drums. Well, I haven't played drums in a while. Drums.
How long did you play drums for?
So music-wise, making music with my friends, playing in a band like you. As you know, I did that from 15 years old till 32, and from 15 till probably 24. Oh no, 22. I sang for the band.
Right.
And I also did keyboard.
I didn't know
in
that about you.
cover band for a while.
Doors cover band.
I was Ray Manzarek
Got
for
any
a while.
CDs?
Wow.
And then
we need evidence.
I need proof, right?
And then drumming.
MP3s where it didn't happen.
Yeah, right.
I don't believe you.
Oh yeah, we recorded it. We did a lot of stuff. And then I switched to drums. I started playing drums, and I loved it. Self-taught. I played righty at first because my buddy had a righty kit, so I taught myself righty. And then as I started getting better, you know, I wanted to learn how to do the hi-hat, and you know, as I started getting quick with the rolls, I started having to like cross over my hands because I was going the opposite way.
Yeah.
Because I'm a lefty. So I re-switched everything, and I started learning with the hi-hat and the drums.
Is that difficult?
No, well, yes, with the hi-hat and everything, learning how to use that, and but it came more natural. So for a year, as I played like this way, it was no hi-hat, it was just open and aggressive shit, and then I started getting more refined. I started liking little jazziest type of stuff, and John Densmore, again, the Doors, I think he's a slick drummer, underrated drummer. So I switched, and I started doing lefty, and I loved it. Oh, is it blinking?
Yeah, it's blinking, but
Uh-oh.
So I don't know how much time that actually means we have.
Yeah.
So here's what's going to happen.
You're next.
Nope. What's really going to happen is we're just going to say thank you for watching.
Okay.
Subscribe to us on YouTube.
Yes.
Support us on Patreon. Watch us on Instagram. Maybe we'll stream live next week too. We'll see. And then if we're gonna go until that camera dies.
All right.
Okay.
In the bonus footage.
Sweet.
There you go.
Thank you very much, guys.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, so
you had hidden talent.
Bonus footage it is.
Right?
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know if it's hidden talent, and I play guitar. Strangely, I had a similar beginning of guitar that you did with drums. I learned guitar actually incorrectly.
Yeah.
My dad had a Beatles songbook where I learned how to play all the chords because it showed the chord structure of each chord. And so I remember for at least a month, playing guitar from this book. Didn't realize I was totally tone deaf because I was playing all the chords upside down.
Oh, nice.
So I learned all the chords in the songbook upside down.
Sure.
And they sounded awful.
And you're like, why doesn't this sound
No, I did not ask those questions because I was literally tone deaf. I'm not even exaggerating.
Oh, okay.
For years, I was tone deaf. I couldn't sing along with the guitar or whatever. I just couldn't do it. And then, a month after starting to play guitar, somebody my dad actually looked at it and was like, "What? You're playing all these chords. Why does it sound like this?" And I was
Dad, listen to this.
right? Right? I'm like, "Don't you recognize this Beatles song?" And he's like, "Not really." And he showed me the correct way, and I was like, "Oh man!" I'm like a whole month down the drain.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, how do I?" You have to unlearn things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I mean,
It's
I've never
so hard because once you start doing chords this way, it's like, oh,
luckily
I have to go
it was
back.
only a month.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, I relearned guitar, and I've never been a great guitar player. It's always just kind of been like a tool I use to write music with or write songs with, a vehicle as they call it. And yeah, so I guess music right now I play in a band called Max's Monsters, which is why we got Max right here. So if you look us up on YouTube if you want, I play with a girl named Melissa, and she plays cello. I also sing. But before the light stops blinking, I want you to tell us about your hidden talents.
I also play guitar. Love guitar. I picked it up on my own, taught myself. Originally started with piano, did 6 years of flute, a little bit of saxophone, a little bit of drums as well.
So you have no musical talent?
None whatsoever. Nope.
Nice.
We should start a band.
I'm not.
Right?
Like any of us have time for that.
I know, really.
/ I'm in.
We're
Let's
already
do it.
here.
We're already here.
Right?
Yeah.
I'd love to.
I also like to sing a little bit. Not the best at it, but it's fun.
I've heard you sing on YouTube videos. You're good. Absolutely. Don't knock yourself. Come on.
I'm knocking. I also draw and paint. So I do lots of arts and crafts. Also left-handed, so I got that creative
You're
side
lefty?
going for me. Oh, weird, yeah.
I want to punch both of you.
You're lefty, what? Yeah, I mean, that's, about it, really.
That's talent. Brian has another hidden talent.
No, I don't.
You keep Funyuns longer than anybody ever.
Oh, I keep Funyun in bags.
Bags. Oh,
That bag's
it's
been-
empty?
It's been empty for about 3 months.
Oh.
Yeah.
About
You
7
keep
podcasts.
So-
No, maybe more.
So here's the thing. If you're
I'm
watching,
going to get you a frame for that.
if you're watching this, oh, Kevin's back. Kevin.
Hello.
Kevin knows this because Kevin's actually been in this room before. He's filmed.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
On the
What's up,
show.
Kev?
What's up, Kevin?
Hello.
He knows how messy this room is, and since he's last been here, it's only gotten messier. I try to keep everything in front of the camera, totally spick and span. Everything you can see looks pretty nice. Everything you can't see is
It's all a lie.
it's like a dump truck fell over and caught on fire.
Nothing looks burnt.
Yeah, there's no smell of...
I mean, but come on, I'm like, I could throw away like probably 20 trash bags with everything that's laying around here.
Might be a couple of cords down there, right?
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I think that concludes. What is this, episode 45?
Yeah, we're getting up there.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna get to
46?
50 soon.
We're going to get to 50 and...
Yeah.
Right.
That's exciting.
Yeah, I figured we'd do all this experimenting with the live stream and the green screen and all this stuff. I figured we'd do all this experimenting before we hit 50 because I feel like at
Then
50,
we can have
I want
an
all of it
epic
to come
episode.
together
Yeah.
and have it already be like a thing.
Yeah.
So when
Oh, yeah.
so when we when we tell everybody to come watch episode 50, it's already all set.
be like, oh, it's so pretty looking.
Right?
Indeed.
Yeah.
So that's the Midnight Gamescast episode, whatever it's been.
Yeah,
Whatever.
right?
Episode
Something or
whatever.
other.
Right. If you're watching this on Instagram, you can check out the actual edited, real, cool-looking version with better sound and better visuals.
With no sparkles.
Still no sparkles.
Maybe on episode 50?
Every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Maybe on 50 we'll bring sparkles back.
We're going to hold you to
You got that on film.
We do.
You got that on film.
I did say maybe.
Maybe you did.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
We love you all.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Good night.